follow me on Twitter at awkward handle This Is Stuck in Huntsville presents Full On Lovemaking. I am a middle-aged divorced man stuck in Huntsville, so of course I mean full on lovemaking with the audience. Look what happened last night at a craft beer bar next to Marco's on Bob Wallace named Hops Wild. This was last night.
Oh my goodness, this is the most attentive audience. I should have brought better stuff. I'm so sorry. I would have really brought it tonight if I knew you guys were going to bring the audience like this. Holy hell. And look out for, go to YouTube tonight and put Stuck in Huntsville in it. I make a bunch of shows that are branded Stuck in Huntsville. It's been hitting the Huntsville subreddit lately to the point that like the checkout girl, the cutie patootie checkout girl at the Whole Foods turned around the other day and she was like, "Hey, are you stuck in Huntsville?" I was like, "Yes, oh my God, I am. I'm extremely stuck in Huntsville." You have no idea. I don't know, dude. It's the one with the hair, the Caucasian girl. That one? Yeah. You know the one I'm talking about.
I just said who's not stuck in Huntsville.
Oh, who's not? Oh, God. Oh, God, I know. I thought you said who's that, because everybody knows each other. Hashtag itty bitty city. My God.
Exactly why
Rocket City. We're all stuck. Everybody here is trying desperately to leave here. It's so weird. I've never been in a town. Yeah. I've never been in a town that everybody's like so desperately trying to escape. That's because 60% of the year it's too hot to live. I'm waiting for the National Guard to come and bring us Gatorade. Oh, you've got that. What is that pea green? What is that's not teal. I'm sorry, Sarah Jane's guitar is so distracting. It's really Sarah Jane that's distracting, but the guitar, especially. What shade is that? Is that olive?
It's seafoam green.
Seafoam. Guys, give it up for Sarah Jane. She's coming up here with a seafoam green guitar in a second. She does actual songs. This is, I don't know. I wrote it. We'll see if I remember. God, if I forget my own song, what kind of a failure am I at life? Okay. I only have one song. I gotta remember it, right?
Okay, now let's jump back a couple of months. I thought it would be funny at the same place, Hops Wild. I thought it'd be funny to end this up by just crying into the mic and just seeing what happened. And I overheard this chick named Christina, who, she looked lovely last night, by the way. She had a beautiful dress. It was seafoam green, I think. Christina, I overheard her say to somebody, sex is the solution for everybody, for everything, like while I was crying on the microphone. And so I got to act indignant about it. And here, watch, this is how that went.
Travis, thank you.
You're very welcome.
That was very nice. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. This happens every time. I came here to entertain you guys, and you guys were expecting a funny show. Instead, we got all like weird and deep and introspective, and I do this every time. I push people away. It's like I want to bring up clothes, and I try to bring up clothes, and I just push them away. Actually, no, I agree. Sex is the solution to everything. What? How did we arrive there? There is a grown man crying in front of you, and that's where you go. I'm gonna go check my Facebook messages, because actually, no, there is a conversation happening. Not a positive. No, this is more of an aftermath one. I'm not gonna go into it because, God, would she be embarrassed? Wouldn't you? Name I won't say. Hashtag itty bitty city committee. Wow, this has been weird, guys. I'm sorry for everything.
I tried to recreate that moment on other mics, where I cried and then I overheard something and made it funny. Could not meet the magic of that moment, Christina. Thank you. That was wonderful. Full-on lovemaking with the audience. I left my bike here at Tim's Cajun Kitchen like weeks ago, and I gotta pick that up. It's time I pick that up. The Tim's Cajun Kitchen. Okay, I did like an improv based bit here called Hey Fred Schneider. Here, let me get my bike first. 4 weeks. It's been sitting behind the TV for weeks. Oh shit, and I unplugged the fan. Oh man, I'm just making a mess. Tim is gonna hate me. Come on. Oh, it's gonna get too hot in here and stuff. There we are. Well, it's back. Okay. Alright. I'm sorry you had to see this. This is going to be a terribly long walk. Okay, you don't have to watch this. This is the Hey Fred Schneider bit of the... It happened right here at Tim's at All Right By You. I'll be performing there in September.
It's fine. I want to get us warmed up. Do you guys want to play a game? Can we play a game? Yeah. Let's play a game. Okay, it's called Hey Fred Schneider. You guys are familiar with the B-52s?
Yes.
Yes. Wonderful band. Fred Schneider is the lead singer, very flamboyant. This is the game. We all together say, Hey Fred Schneider, what are you doing? Kind of like cheerleading style, you know what I'm saying? And then I, in Fred Schneider's voice, will tell you what Fred Schneider's doing. And then immediately after you say, Hey Fred Schneider, what? And we just keep that going for a minute. You guys want to? You guys see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Here we go. Hey Fred Schneider, what are you doing? Making a wig out of rainbow-colored pasta. Hey Fred Schneider, what are you doing? Jogging wearing nothing but a coonskin cap. Hey Fred Schneider, what are you doing? Paying for a salad with a box full of kittens. Hey Fred Schneider, what are you doing? Wondering what happened to Quiche LaBelle. Hey Fred Schneider, what are you doing? I'm doing this bit for entirely too long. Hey Fred Schneider, what are you doing? Breaking the fourth wall. Hey Fred Schneider, what are you doing? Starting to think that this should be my whole set. Hey Fred Schneider, what are you doing? Stopping. I'm stopping.
The thing with the Fred Schneider bit is I tried to design, like, the first 2 were meant to be funny, and the second 2 are meant to be boring, and the third 2 are meant to refer to that it's gotten boring and threaten that it will stay boring forever, and then abruptly end. That's how I planned the Hey Fred Schneider bit. But I had just so much interaction with the audience that it was fun and full-on lovemaking. That's what, you know, the idea of performing is to connect with the audience, you know. That's what happened that night. This is another, okay, this is a different type. This is where two comedians from the West Coast, Mike Coletta and Monica Nevi, had stayed over at the house for like 3 days, and I'd followed them both on Twitter, but Monica didn't follow me back. Mike did, Monica didn't. So at a show, I thought it would be funny to guilt trip her by doing a thing where, like, I get distracted during the show and check to see if she followed me back. Twice I checked and she didn't. The third time I checked and she did. Here's how that went.
Quick poll. Who says, like, blackface, going in blackface is offensive? Like, I mean, all right, maybe not quite enough hands in there. Okay. But my point is, I'm sorry, I'm just really distracted by my Twitter app. Like, okay, these comedians came in from Seattle, you know, like I did a little homework ahead of the show, and I was like, oh, check them out on Twitter and whatnot, and I followed the comedians, and you know, like, and Mike Coletta, very great, funny man, he followed me back, and Monica Nevi, you know, very great, funny woman, she didn't follow me back, and I don't know, I just got self-conscious, and it's just really distracting, and I'm sorry, what was I talking about? Blackface, right? Blackface. Yes. Okay. No, it's not a matter of it is or is not offensive. That's clean comedy, you know. Like it's there's a place for profanity, and you know, but there's some projects where you might not be able to be profane, you know. Like Like if you were working in retail. And I'm sorry, I keep checking Twitter and like still nothing, like, you know, like we all hung out and like we watched Fargo and we binge watched the first season of Last Man on Earth. I figured there'd be a follow back by now. I'm supposed to be doing comedy. I'm sorry, I got distracted. What were we talking about? Clean comedy. Around John Waters. Okay, that director John Waters, Crybaby, Hairspray, Pecker. He did a lot of good films. And I swear, Governor Bentley looks like John Waters if he shaved his mustache and got like slightly more heterosexual. Not much, just like slightly more heterosexual. And I'm starting to believe, because John Waters is an artistic guy, I'm starting to believe that maybe John Waters has been doing an art project for the last, like, you know, decade or so, and he is Governor Bentley and improved the system. I don't know. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I got distracted. I got a notification on my phone. Guys, Monica Nevi followed me back on Twitter. I'm sorry, I was distracted the whole show. This is so great. We can like DM back and forth now and like have like digital pajama parties, and we could watch the series Fargo, like the TV series Fargo, and okay, she just unfollowed me. All right, okay. Jim Brewer did the same thing just recently. It was heartbreaking. I love Half Baked. It was good.
Okay, what's funny about that is that Monica was in the bathroom for the first one, where I was saying that she didn't follow me back, and I started the guilt trip. For the second one, she was there, but she didn't know what I meant, and Mike Coletta leaned over to her and was like, "Hey, he's talking about how you haven't followed him on Twitter yet," and so she followed me on Twitter. So on that third one, when I said she followed me, she did actually follow me. She didn't unfollow me yet. She might when she sees this video. I don't know. They were nice. They helped me push my independent film when I produced one of those. That's in my YouTube. You can find it if you wanna. It doesn't matter. Okay. There was a mic at Maggie Myers again. I met this girl, all right, and she gave me like her Twitter address. She gave me her Twitter handle, and it turned out not to be a real handle. And I was like, oh no, did I just get a fake Twitter handle? And I addressed it on the stage. And it was a fun moment. And then I actually friend requested her in real life on the Facebooks. And she never responded to the request. So I see months later, after having friend requested her, you know, I see her at the Hops Wild mic. And I'm singing this like love song and whatnot. I start getting self-conscious, thinking that she might feel self-conscious, like I'm thinking somewhere in the back of my mind about her. You know, just stupid. I went down like an insecurity path. And so I thought, well, you know, how funny would it be to interrupt the song halfway and act as though I believe that she thinks that it is about her. And this is how that went.
With you, so many colors. You know what, let me stop that for a second. I'm not talking about you. Just because I have a friend request outstanding on Facebook and you haven't answered it, I'm not talking about you, okay? Talking about the whole audience. The whole audience. Travis. I am more sexually attracted to Travis than I am you. I don't know you. I don't know who you are, so I don't know where you get off assuming that this song is about you. You know what? You're a little full of yourself. I don't appreciate that attitude. Oh my God, all those things were happening in my head. And you did not give any indication. I am sorry. Okay, like I said, borderline personality disorder. I'm sorry. Okay. So many colors that surround you. Some so bright I can hardly see.
I made her so self-conscious. She did eventually accept the friend request. We hardly ever interact. And so, thanks for watching full-on lovemaking. Obviously, it's between us and the audience, you know. I mean, like, show business does involve some full-on lovemaking after this show, but That's hollow and anonymous and gross sometimes. During the show, that's what counts. Thanks for watching and subscribe. Oh, the music you're hearing is Breakmaster Cylinder.